Hey guys, want to learn how to get this glowy highlight? Keep on watching for this DIY. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So everyone and their mother have been talking about the Cover FX drops. They do look amazing and marvelous and everything you could ever want in a liquid illuminator, but not the price tag. For one Cover FX drops bottle, it's $42. That is a lot of money to be spending on something you probably aren't going to use very much, at least maybe in the summertime. Today I'm going to share with you my kind of DIY Cover FX drops, and I want to show you how easy it is to make with things that you probably already have. If not, you could probably go and purchase pretty easily. Now keep in mind, this is not exactly a dupe for the Cover FX drops. They are very pigmented, illuminating and things like that, so you probably won't get the same pow with a DIY, but we can at least try. I'm going to tell you guys how I make them right now. The first thing you're going to need is some kind of argan oil. This argan oil is from Purador, and they actually sent me this oil to try, and I really do love it for many different reasons. It's good for your hair, it's good for your skin. Yeah, I've used it a lot as a moisturizer, especially at night. I just leave it on my face, and I wake up and I wash it off, and my face looks really nice and luminous. And so I actually use this a lot. For this DIY, you're just going to need any kind of argan oil. I don't think you need an argan oil specifically, but this is what I have on hand. The next thing you're going to need is some kind of highlight. I have a few highlights here. Some of them aren't marketed as highlights, but they can double as highlights. I like to use products different ways. There are always more than one way to use a product. So I have the Makeup Geek Afterglow pigment right here. Beautiful champagne color. The Color Tattoo Barely Brazen Pure Pigments eyeshadow. Another kind of champagne color. A lot of these are all champagne colors because I think that works best for fair skin tones. This other one is an e.l.f. mineral eyeshadow in Elegant. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is a very champagne-y shade. I also have Champagne Pop, which is a very beautiful champagne peachy pale gold shade. Lots of things, but it's a beautiful shade. First, I'm going to show you something kind of cool because I know the Cover FX drops have like ones that can be bronzers, and so I'm going to show you what I found to be a good bronzer, at least for fair skin girls. And that is so weird. It is really weird, but I'm going to be using the Makeup Geek Afterglow pigment. I've found that this pigment is darker than I expected it to be. Oh, don't mind the people just shooting off fireworks while I'm filming. The 4th of July is in 2 days. Thanks. The Makeup Geek Afterglow pigment works as a bronzer really weirdly when you mix it with the argan oil. I'm going to show you guys on my hand so you can kind of get an idea. I'm going to take a concealer brush. Any kind of synthetic brush will do. And you take the argan oil and do a little bit on the back of your hand, and then take a little bit of the pigment. This is what Afterglow looks like. Beautiful champagne shade. But when it is mixed with the argan oil, it's so weird that it works as a darker kind of color bronzer. Okay, now that you can see, whoa, that is with the argan oil, and seeing how that works. I'm going to take a stippling brush and I'm going to put my brush in it and put it where I would usually put bronzer, so kind of where I would contour. So we're swirling it in the area where we would bronze or contour, and as you can see, it's already giving kind of a luminous shadow. It's kind of really weird how this works, but it does. So this brush is not working the greatest, so I'm just going to straight up use the concealer brush to apply it and then blend it out with the brush. So as you can see, it did kind of do kind of a bronzing effect. It's not intense, but the more argan oil you put and the more pigment you put, the more intense it's going to be. So I can mix a little bit more. You gotta kind of work fast because it does like to go into your hand and not go on your face. So you just kind of keep adding it until you're happy with it. But as you can see, it's got this shadow, which, you know, a normal contour would give you, and it kind of is a little luminous, so it's not just a flat color. If you wanted the Cover FX drops that are like the darker bronzy shades, I think this would work really well. But I am not sure on different skin tones other than fair skin tones. This definitely works for fair skin girls like me. The second way you can use the DIY Cover FX drops, which is basically argan oil and any kind of highlight of your choosing, is you take more of your argan oil, and for my highlight, oh, the argan oil is like dripping. It's kind of messy, guys. You just kind of have to be aware of that. Taking this e.l.f. mineral eyeshadow, and I'm going to put it on my hand on the argan oil quite heavily so that we make sure we have quite a bit for our highlight. Then I'm just going to take the same brush just for the convenience factor, but we're going to put it where we put our highlight. And as you can see, it gives you instantly that glow. I mean, look at that. So if you really want to be a little bit more intense, you just add more of that pigment. Blend it in. And look at that. Your very own like luminous kind of liquidy highlight, I guess you would call it. So the Makeup Geek Afterglow pigment kind of as a bronzer, and this e.l.f. single mineral eyeshadow in Elegant is used as a highlight. So pretty intense, and that's just using the argan oil and the pigment of your choice. The other cheekbone, I can show you other options. If you don't own this eyeshadow, I'm sure a lot of you own the Champagne Pop. If not, where have you been? I don't know. This is so worth it. I love this thing. Since it's pressed, I'm gonna have to scrape some off. I just have some on my brush like that. So then I'm gonna get more argan oil. My hand's gonna be like glowy. Glowy all day. Another pump of that. Put the Champagne Pop on it. On our cheekbones. This is not the best. Oh, this is not the best application for it, but let's see. This is DIY, so there are definitely, you know, pros and cons, things that happen when you're not ready. There we go. And if you want to top it with more champagne pop to make it more intense, you can do that. This side's definitely more intense. There you go, keep building it till you're happy with how it looks. You could also use Becca Moonstone or probably any other highlight you have or pigment. Champagne is always a really good universal shade and it works really well on us fair-skinned girls. So there you have it, your own DIY Cover FX drops, and this one's not as intense as this one, but so let's even these out and kind of do the both on the both. Do the both. Let's do the other side the exact same way so we're not looking kind of lopsided. This is just crazy. It just looks so nice. I don't understand, but I'm okay with it. Alright, so then we're going to do the same highlight on that side as we did on the other side, and putting that on our high points of our cheekbones. It's like, ugh, love it, love it. So this is how it looks with the DIY Cover FX drops. So it's super easy to do and pretty affordable if you already have the things on hand. If not, you can just get any kind of argan oil, or I don't know, any kind of oil would probably work. When I was looking at the Cover FX drops, they kind of looked like they were kind of maybe like an oil, so I thought maybe an argan oil, and I mixed it with a highlight, it'll be the exact same thing, and it kind of does. It kind of works the same way. Now, wear-wise, I don't think it will wear as long as or as well as a Cover FX drops. I have worn this probably for like half a day before, but never a full day. But I really did like the way that it sat on my skin. It looked really beautiful and luminous. I took some pictures on my Snapchat before. I don't know if you guys follow me on Snapchat, but you should, because I do a lot of sneak peeks on when I'm going to be filming and things like that. So I did take some pictures of my highlights, and I said this was a DIY that I was going to do on my channel. So hope you guys like this and try it out for yourself. I think it's super cool, and I really love how glowy I look. This is not with any blush or anything like that. I do have foundation on, so I do suggest that you do put foundation on before you do this, just because you want a nice base to put these things on top of. I hope you guys enjoyed this little DIY. I don't really do DIYs, but if you guys like these DIYs, give this video a big thumbs up. That always helps me out. If you guys are interested in my social media, all the links are linked down below in the description box and also at the end of this video. And also at the end of this video is a link to the previous video that I did. I hope that you guys are enjoying my vlogs that I've been doing. I just recently started vlogging, and I didn't know if you guys were gonna like it or what, but it seems like I've been getting a lot of good feedback and positive feedback. Thank you a lot for watching my vlogs and giving those big thumbs ups. I hope that you guys enjoy that I'm uploading more often. I'm really trying. It's really hard sometimes, especially when you have a full-time job. I'm hoping someday that this will be a full-time job, maybe. Just daydream, I guess. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already for more videos. I do vlogs Wednesdays, Fridays, and Mondays I do a regular beauty video. So I upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So that's 3 times a week. So if you are looking for something specific, hopefully my channel will have it for you. We'll see. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! I'm being distracted by my own highlight. Well, bam!